So, how many newborn cloth diapers will you need if you are using cloth with a kiddo? That is what we are going to talk about today on Thirsties Live. My name is Laura. I am Thirsties social media coordinator, and even if you're not planning to use cloth, this is just a good introduction to the newborn diaper change. How often will you need to do it? A little bit of a look at like a typical schedule for a newborn, and we've already got some people saying hi. Thank you so much for checking in and joining us. We've got some familiar faces, Sarah and Ashley. Do us a solid and go ahead and share this video in case you have any folks that are in your sphere of influence who might be considering cloth diapering their newborn. So, thank you so much for joining us. All right, now, first things first, I asked in our groupies, thank you, Sarah, for sharing. I asked our Thirsties groupies, we have a closed Facebook group that is just for cloth diapering families to ask questions about Thirsties. Sometimes folks ask other questions about just having kiddos and cloth diapering them, or things about washing, detergent. Anyways, shout out to the groupies, and thank you, Beth, all the way from Nova Scotia, sharing for us. That's lovely. So I asked our groupies, on average, how many diapers did your newborn go through every day? Just on average. Okay, and they had a lot of fun with this. So Cassie Johnson says, is 1 million an acceptable answer? Brittany Nicole said, I say 1,467, give or take, on a day. But a couple more realistic answers. Let's see. Danielle said, oh, well, this isn't realistic, but I just thought this was funny. Danielle said, is 11 million an acceptable answer? Because 11 million. We used 4 diapers for 1 successful change yesterday. Emoji monkey covering the eyes. So, all that to say, yes, newborns go through a ton of diapers. They do. Some more realistic answers, though. Jacqueline said that her older kiddo, when they were younger, went through about 7 a day. Her youngest went through like 15. And of course, we've got the cat saying hi. Normally, she doesn't say hi until Instagram. So, kitty. All right, so on average though, people were ranging between, I would say 7 or 8 is the lowest number that we were hearing on average from our groupies. And then on the higher end, all the way up to, like, there are some babies that just hate being wet. And babies can pee like 20 times a day. So some folks had to do even like 20 diaper changes with their newborn. Now you got to keep in mind, a newborn is still developing, right? They do not, oh yes, and if you're watching this now, just put it in the comments. How many diapers on average did your newborn go through in a day? So your newborn has like 0 bladder control, right? So stuff goes in, stuff goes out. And newborns, most of them, especially at the very beginning, poop a lot. 12 to 15, oh, see, Heather just said 12 to 15. That's a pretty average number. Less than 12, count yourself lucky. More than 15, woohoo, you've got a super pooper, right? Okay, so that's kind of the general range, all right, and a little bit of why, all right, and we will talk about prefolds and covers. Right now, I am holding a natural newborn all-in-one just because it's just so darn cute. But yes, we will talk about Prefolds and covers. So on thirstiesbaby.com, there is a question answer section underneath the customer center on our website, okay? And so one of the most common questions we get is, would you recommend a starter stash? And so we have a couple of recommendations depending on how old your kid is. For newborns, we recommend, Thirsties recommends having, and this is assuming that you're washing every other day, right? So washing every other day, we recommend a starter stash for a newborn to have enough diapers for 20 to 24 changes. Okay, so we're basing that on a high number being 12 diaper changes in a day, right? So and that, my friends, is why a lot of folks love having Prefolds and covers for newborns, because when you're building a stash and you're using covers with a Prefold or some kind of an insert, if baby has just wet and there's no solid waste on the interior of the cover, this is our newborn preemie cover that fits, let's see here, I always forget. I believe this is 4 to 10 pounds or 5 to 10 pounds. Where does it say? Yes, 4 to 10 pounds, okay? So if it's just wet on the interior and there's no poop there, then no worries. You can just wipe it down and reuse it, right? Now, our newborn preemie cover is quite tiny. So if you tend to have tiny babies in your family, this would be a good option for you. Our newborn preemie cover is a little too small to fit our Duo Hemp Prefold, our size 1 Duo Hemp Prefold. So what a lot of folks use with teeny tiny babies is just a newborn size Prefold. And honestly, this is just from my own newborn stash. I don't even know what brand this is. But this is what I use with my newborns, is I use just a newborn size Prefold. Some people like to use flour sack towels, and then you use some kind of a fastener, right? So really easy, just like Ashley said there, it dries really fast. Now, when you're building a stash of Prefolds and covers, you want to think about, for every 3 Prefolds, 3 or 4 Prefolds, you'll want 1 cover, okay? So a lot of people have just 6 to 8 covers in their newborn stash, and that's it. Now, here is the takeaway, folks. Just like we talked about, newborns go through a ton of diapers, and newborns also, I mean, if you think about it, they are brand new to the world, and what is touching their skin is introducing them to life outside the womb. They have super sensitive skin, so you want to be mindful, one, to change them enough so that their little bottoms don't get irritated, and also you want to think about what's going against your brand new baby's skin. Okay, now a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I'll only use my newborn stash maybe the first 12 weeks at most, probably maybe only like the first 8 weeks or 6 weeks. Friends, first off, if you're having more than one baby, it's kind of a no-brainer. What I do with my newborn stash, I built a newborn stash for my son. And then my friend had a baby and I let her use my stash, and then she sent it back. And then I had my little girl and I sent my newborn stash to them. And I don't know if I'm having any more babies, but if I did, I would be able to use my stash again. So you use newborn diapers a lot in those first couple of weeks, and that is going to save you. Even if you do a newborn rental, which a lot of our retailers do offer rentals, but you can also invest in your own stash, and man, that you'll go through them and then you can reuse them for other kiddos, and it is totally worth it. Okay, that is the takeaway with all of this. Newborns go a lot. It is worth investing in newborn diapers. And oh my goodness, who doesn't love shopping for little newborn diapers? So ask for them for gifts, y'all. Put it on your registry. So the snap version, look at this. This is so cute. The snap version of our all-in-one, newborn all-in-one, has this here is an umbilical cord snap down. So one of the things that I love personally about Thirsties newborn all-in-ones is that they do fit teeny tiny babies super well. I was not able to try our natural all-in-one on my newborn because it hadn't come out yet, but the other thing that I really have heard positive comments about with this diaper is that since it is a natural hemp cotton blend, this is a very absorbent diaper, and it lasts most newborns longer compared to other newborn all-in-ones on the market because it's got a lot of absorbency. A lot of newborns pee out of their newborn diapers before they grow out of the size, if that makes sense. Okay, so if you're building a stash, think just a starter goal to having 20 to 24 newborn diapers. Now you can build that stash however you want. You can use covers, right? So you can do our newborn preemie cover, which I do have a Thirsties Live that specifically compares this to our duo wraps, okay? But if you're doing that, maybe 6 or 8, some kind of cover, and then pair that with a combination. You could do Prefolds, or if you're going to go the Prefold route, let me give you something to think of. Our natural newborn fitted, again, it has that little umbilical cord snap down, okay? But this goes all the way up to 14 pounds, and this pairs beautifully with our duo wraps. So hopefully, once your newborn gets over the day-night confusion, hopefully they'll sleep for a little longer stretch at night. And heavens, you do not want a diaper leak to wake up your newborn. And if your newborn is going to kind of, never mind the cat ear, if your newborn is gonna like just kind of snooze and nurse, say you co-sleep, you don't necessarily have to change their diaper like every nursing throughout the night. Get something that's gonna last, that's gonna be gentle on their skin, right? So a couple of these guys in your stash would be a really nice complement to a Prefold stash. And the extra small, just like Ashley's saying, yeah, it does work well. So here is the extra small cover, and there's a duo wrap already inside there. Here is the preemie. Oh my gosh, cat. It's worse too because I have a basket here, so she thinks that she needs to get inside my diaper basket. Yeah. Anyway, someone shoot me a kitty emoji. All right, so make your stash kind of a mix and match. What I liked personally is during the day, I did covers and Prefolds. And then at night, that's when I pulled out my all-in-ones. I loved the Velcro at night for the all-in-ones because it was just really, really easy. Oh, I love the cats. You guys are awesome. So, yeah, Lindsay, Register for these, babe. They are so cute. And here's another quote from a groupies that I think is really important. So Melissa said, her average change rate during the day was somewhere between 15 to 20 times a day. One of the bigger selling points for cloth for me was not having to ask the question, is this wet enough to change, without feeling like I was wasting a diaper. I still change very often, at least every hour now. I feel that doing so has contributed to a rash-free bum. So basically what Melissa here is saying is that she had enough diapers in her newborn stash and the investment was already made, that she didn't have to kind of try to save up and not, if her kid was a little bit wet, she just changed the diaper without having to worry about, like, is this wet enough to really merit me using another diaper? You have the cloth diapers. Just change your baby and use them and take care of their little bums, right? So, all right. It's just, I mean, that's one of the things that we kind of don't think about, but I love that. And especially like with the covers and stuff, like, or with the duo wrap. So here's a size 1 duo wrap on the smallest rise setting. You know, it's just like no brainer, you know, just change it out. Now, here are a couple of tips though, if you're thinking through, like, and this is especially for first-time moms, or especially like pregnant first-time moms. So I'm giving a shout out to my neighbor who is expecting her baby in October. I hope you watch this. Here's how to kind of wrap around, like, well, how does it look changing your baby so often? So newborns typically eat, now it's often more, but like at least once every 3 hours or so. Okay, so you're at least going to change them sometime associated with that nursing or bottle feeding. For me personally, my newborns were kind of sleepy, especially at the beginning, so I wanted to wake them up to nurse. So I would maybe check their diaper before I nursed them to wake them up. Which, you know, wasn't a big deal because I was going to make them happy with my boob later anyway, right? So I would check their diaper before nursing them. I would nurse them on one side and burp them. And most often, eating would make them poop. Someone give me an amen if your baby did that too. So then I would change in between sides. It would wake up baby a little bit, and then you would nurse on the other side. Maybe you'd have to change the diaper again, at least check. This is especially at night because my babies would often fall asleep nursing. So if no suspicious sounds had been made and they were totally out, I would, you know, try to like do the like rub burp so I'm not like whacking them, waking them up. Do you know what I mean? And then I would put them down. So, and that happens at least every 3 hours, right? But I would say, and a lot of babies kind of cluster feed at the beginning anyway, so they're nursing even, or bottle feeding even more frequently than every 3 hours, right? You know, if baby's rooting around and showing hunger signs, just feed them, right? And you're probably going to have a diaper change associated with that feeding, okay? But outside of that, around a good rule of thumb is like around every 2 or so hours, at least check their diaper. Be sure to check their diaper after every suspicious sound. There was a lot of kind of giggly chat about farting that is associated with poop, and there's a funny, you know, I'm not going to say it on live, but some babies do that, if you know the word that I'm thinking of. Okay, so that's a good rule of thumb of just kind of how to think about changing your diaper, your baby's diaper. A couple of things, though, to think of. since you're changing your baby so often, and it does make diaper changes really, really easy. And it also wakes baby up to help them, you know, stay awake during nursing. And there are lots of things that you can do. You can play with their hands. You can play with the side of their feet. You can do the rubbing on their cheek, and that helps good to stimulate good sucking and all of that. But the diaper change in between everything, that helps too. Another thing to think of, let's see, what cute newborn diaper should I hold up? Let's do, oh, let me show. I don't know why, I love Blackbird. So this is, while I'm talking, I'll show you, this is it on its largest setting. Our newborn all-in-ones have one snap there. So when you are changing your baby's diaper, especially during the day, especially when you're trying to do some more wakeful time, some newborns hate it. Like, they hate the diaper change and you just want to get it done as fast as possible. Some newborns love being naked, and it just like is like the best thing. So maybe pause in the diaper change, put a, hold on, let me open this up. Take one of your duo hemp Prefolds, lay it down where baby's laying on the ground, and just let your baby have some naked tummy time. My kiddos loved it, right? You can have that on the bottom so that they're not, you know, getting mess. If you have a boy, you might want to put that on top, because I don't know what it is about little tiny babies, but you take that diaper off and that fresh air is like, woohoo! And they're going to want to go. So this is another reason why to have some extra cloth wipes. Just put that on top of baby stuff. Note, new moms, girls can geyser too. It's not just the boys. So just be ready. But do some naked tummy time in between the changes, okay? Another thing to kind of break up the day and do some, you know, stimulation or some good bonding time with your baby is learn a couple of tickle rhymes. This is especially good when your baby gets older. I'm going to turn on my children's voice right now. So, but here are a couple of tickle poems that I really love. So you would, hold on, let me get my guy. So, at the diaper change, you would do this to your baby's tummy. This is a really cute poem. It goes like this. Round and round the garden, the little bunny goes. Hippity hop, hippity hop, I'm gonna get your nose. So that's a cute one. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put the words. Another good one. This is a fun tickle poem. You can do this on baby's tummy or you can do it on baby's back. So let's pretend, you know, baby just had their diaper change. You know, why don't we, here, this will be cute. We'll just put a diaper on my little baby monkey, because how cute is that going to be? Actually, my daughter wants to put diapers on all of her babies. If I wasn't giving away newborn diapers to all my friends, that's what my newborn diapers would become. Okay, so say you just fed baby or just changed baby and you're finishing feeding and you just finished burping. This is a really cute poem to do. And this is all to make the newborn diaper change fun here, right? So it goes like this. Crisscross, dot, 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 up, down, round and round. Woo! Even my son loves that. So I'll do it again. So crisscross, dot, 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 up, down, round and round. Woo! So, oh, I love it. Ashley's sharing a poem too. Have your repertoire of kid poems and songs ready to pull out, and that's a good way to also distract your baby too if they're sad during the many diaper changes, right? We spend a lot of time with our newborns, and sometimes it's not just for their, you know, fun and stimulation. Sometimes those things are also for us as well. So just a couple of fun little things to put in there. Now, there's a ton of other stuff that I could talk about with newborn diapers and things. A couple things that I showed you. I wanted to show you a variety of products. And remember, when you're buying your stash, you're going to want to go in the range of 20 to 24 complete diapers for, you know, that could be a combination of covers and prefolds, or you could splurge with all-in-ones or stock up for nighttime with fitteds. One thing I want to point out to you guys, let's see if I can find it in my, is this. This is, let me get rid of my juju here. This is our organic cotton doubler, and this is the newborn size. So one of the things, here, I can get this off. I can stop pretending like I'm burping my baby monkey. Okay, so one of the things that I love about this guy is that, and all of our newborn cloth diapers will take in extra absorbency. So say you've got a super peer. This is so easy to just see that, how it's sized perfectly for our newborn diapers. I love our organic cotton doublers. And then when you're through the newborn stage, you can, I like kind of fanning it out like this and putting it right at the front of the wetness zone. So if you haven't watched the Thirsties live, and when I talk about the wetness zone, I'm talking about where does your baby initially get wet. So for boys, that would be up at the front of the diaper. So see, you can layer it up at the front, or for some girls, you could do middle or back, right? So anyways, shout out to these guys. They are awesome. They're really soft, and they are 100% organic cotton. So this is going to absorb faster than our hemp cotton all-in-ones, all right? And also same with the with our fitted too. This will absorb a little faster than the fitted. So if you're layering this, do it on top. And Pat, the smallest newborn diaper that we have, our newborn cover will go as small as 4 pounds. And with that, with like teeny tiny preemies, and this is actually another tip for adding extra absorbency, but I know some moms for tiny babies, they just use a wipe folded in half, right? So if you had a really tiny newborn, you can, you know, think about what products can you make multi-purpose. So that is a cloth wipe in our newborn preemie cover, and that would be good for a 4-pound preemie. Now, another tip, if we're talking preemies and we're talking really tiny, is, and I've showed this in the other lives, so here we've got our diaper set, and this part on the inside here, that's the waist. And look here. So where babies often leak is in the leg area. So if I just take this waist material here, I can pull that up out like that. See that? And that'll help close that section, right? That'll make the leg smaller. Another thing that helps with runny baby poo is to use, now this wouldn't be with a Thirsties cloth diaper. This would be with just a regular cotton prefold. What I like doing, actually I would have to, I wish I was a, I almost said I wish I was a little bit taller, and then I was about to do that rap from the 90s. Anyway, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Okay, so runny newborn poop, tiny babies, just a regular newborn sized prefold, cotton prefold. the jelly roll fold, my friends. So you take the corners and you roll, rather than folding them in like this, you roll them in. Okay, can you see that? You roll them in, and then you bring it up, in, and then you would take your snappy or your, is it Boingo? I haven't used those, but you would secure it with a snappy, like so. Oh, that doesn't look so pretty. There we go. It's not all the way snapped, but the whole point of the jelly roll is that this rolled in sides will help catch the runny newborn poop. Okay, so there you go. And let's just say, thank heavens for double gussets, right? With runny newborn poop. But yeah, I love myself the jelly roll fold. So, woof, that's a lot of info about newborn diapers. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have any more questions. The answer to how many newborn diapers you'll need, what is it again? The starter stash will say is enough diapers for 20 to 24 changes, assuming that you're washing every other day. Okay? And the whole takeaway from this talk is newborns go through a lot of diapers. And you don't want to have to be stingy on the changing of your newborn's diaper. So invest in a newborn staff. Go to your favorite Thirsties retailer. See if they have a rental. See if they have all of these beautiful Thirsties products that are just going to make cloth diapering your newborn easy. All right? Easy. Easy on your baby's skin. Easy on your wallet, because I mean, gosh. And also, who wants to be doing late night diaper runs, right? To pick up more disposables because, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how much my newborn would go, right? Yeah. Cloth is where it's at. All right. So, thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If it was, do us a solid. Go ahead and share. Be sure that you're getting notifications from Thirsty so that you don't catch or you don't miss on any of the awesome live stuff that we have going on. We're going to actually be reposting some of our previous lives throughout the week, so just keep an eye on that. And we hope that you guys have a fabulous weekend. All right, everyone? Take care. Bye.